Hi guys, Sarah from Henham Yoga again with a free video for you. 16 minutes of moving around, getting up off your desk. Lots of us working from home at the moment, stuck in front of your laptop, probably not optimal ratio of desk height and chair height. So let's get up, move away from our desk and shake it off. And that's the best way to start. As you get up and move away from your desk, maybe you're still taking your socks off, taking your jumper off. Just start to take a little bit of movement on the spot, warming yourself up. We often get cold as well when we're sitting still. Maybe take a few twirls around, shake it all out, shake your wrists. Maybe start to shake them up over your head and then take them down to the ground. Keep moving with the feet. It's surprising how quickly you can start to get warm as you send a little bit of prana, a bit of energy around your body. And then come to a standstill and start to take some waves with your hands, taking them out to the side and back in. So this is really just warming up your hands and wrists from all that typing. And then we're going to take a good tricep stretch. So as you inhale, sweep your right arm up towards the sky, reach as high as you can, bend the elbow, scratch the back, take hold of the elbow with the other hand and press it back into space till you feel that lovely long stretch down the tricep. Inhale, take your chin out of your chest. Exhale, hold. Inhale, one straight line from elbow to armpit to hip. Exhale. Option to release the other arm behind and maybe catch hold of your shirt, or perhaps your fingers can interlace to find Ganesha grip, and you get that little bit of extra stretch. Breathe in, perhaps press the forearm back, the head back into the forearm. Breathe out. And then release, roll the shoulders up, back and down 3 times. Begin to lift the right arm again, reach towards the heavens, and then sweep it up, back and down. So you're doing backstroke, 3 big open shoulder rolls. And take the arm in front of your chest, bend the elbow of the other arm and catch hold of it. So you're opening up across the chest. Breathing in. And breathing out, releasing. And we're going to go on the other side. So reach up high with the left fingers, lengthening the side of the body. Begin to bend the elbows, scratch the back. Take hold of it, press it back in space. See how it feels this side. See if you can look straight forward. Draw your navel in. As you exhale, release the hand. Perhaps you interlace the fingers or you hold your hair, anything that comes to hand. Breathing in. Don't worry if you find this difficult. If you're feeling tight in the shoulders, breathing out. And then release the hands, reach up high again with the left fingers. Start to open up, back, down and around as though you're doing backstroke with this side of your body. And then next time the arm comes down, swing it in front of you, elbow bends, catch hold of it. Nice stretch down the side of the shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Release, start to roll the shoulders up, back and down one more time. And then we're going to catch the hands behind you, interlacing them so they form a fist. So first of all, you can just let the elbows bend. The fist is resting on your sacrum, your lower back or your bum. See if you can keep working on lifting the heart and spreading the shoulder blades wide apart and drawing them back in behind you. And then from there, you can start to straighten the arms. You can feel that opening up through the front of your body. Let your throat expand as your chin lifts. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend the knees. Dive all the way down and forward. Go slow if you get dizzy. Inhale, press into the feet to lift up. Exhale, dive forward for 2. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come all the way forward. Hold it here, separate your feet a little wider so you're balanced. And then maybe start to rock your shoulders from left to right. So this is all increasing your shoulder mobility. Make sure the back of your neck stays nice and long. You're looking between your knees. And then from here, release your hands down to the ground. Bend your knees enough so that your hands can drop to the ground and they're not, your shoulders aren't tensing up to carry the weight of your arms. Your shoulders can relax. And then start to take a sway with your hands from side to side. Maybe you turn it into a semicircle sway, so you reach over to one side of the legs, to the ankle, and then over to the other ankle. So it should feel like a nice stretch down the outer edge of the leg. And from here, take your feet even wider apart, bend the knees, bring the belly onto the thighs, hold the elbows, let yourself hang down and ragdoll. Give your head and neck a good shake out. Breathing in, breathing out. Begin to drop the hands to the floor, and we're going to walk our feet back to find a downward dog. So the reason we're taking downward dog, you can pedal your legs out, especially if you're feeling tight in the hamstrings, is because downward dog flips you upside down, so it's lowering your head underneath your heart. It's good, it's reversing the normal secretory process, and also it's a good chance to pedal your legs out, stretch your Achilles tendon, your calves, and your hamstrings. Well done. From here, begin to drop your right knee towards the ground and take the left leg out in front of you. Come up onto your fingertips, look forward, and as you rock back, see if you can lift the toes. So you breathe in to come forward, and you breathe out to pull back. If you have trouble reaching the hands to the ground, you can always use books or blocks underneath them. So this again is getting into the back of the leg, finding that length. Seeing if you can keep the heart lifted. And the next time you rock back, lifting the toes, hold it there. See if you can keep the hip above the knee, don't sink back, breathe in, and then breathe out. Come forward onto the ball of the front foot, lift the back heel, so you're coming into a runner's lunge, up on your fingertips, rocking backwards and forwards. Again, this is helping out your hip flex, sitting at a desk. A little bit of strength work. From here, palms on the ground, step back into your plank, take your left hand to the center, roll onto the side of the feet, side plank. You can always come down to your forearm or drop your knees to the ground. Breathe in, press into the feet to lift the hips up higher, and then breathe out, come down into your plank. We're going to go straight to the other side, so roll onto the edges of the feet, lift the left arm nice and high, breathe in, look up, breathe out, hold. Inhale, use the sideways to lift the body, and then exhale, come back down. Find your downward dog again. Pedaling it out, shaking your head and neck, letting your hips sway, maybe bending one elbow then the other. Breathing in. Option to breathe out through your mouth if you've had a stressful working day so far. And then from here, we're going to start to take the right leg forward. So, taking that leg forward, coming up onto your fingertips, rocking forward as you bend the knee and pulling back as you straighten the leg. Make sure you're not looking down, try to look towards the horizon, keeping the arms straight, lifting the shoulders away, but letting the legs slide in and out underneath your belly. Next time you rock back, hold the leg there. Remember, you want the hip over the knee, don't let it sink back. You want to get the maximum length out of your hamstring that you possibly can. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, rock onto the sole of the foot. Hands come to frame at either side. Tuck the back toes, lift the back leg. Rock forward and backwards, runner's lunge. Opening up through that bottom hip flexor. And then from here, start to walk your hands towards the center, bringing the feet to face parallel. And we're going to come into Skandasana. So that means you bend one knee, you straighten the other leg. Doesn't matter which side you go to. Spider walk your hands from left to right. Again, you'll feel it on the inner thighs and the groin as you go from side to side. If you find this one tricky, bring your feet closer together and keep your hips nice and high and just go like this. If you want a deeper stretch, take your feet further apart. Try and sink your hips as you slink from side to side. And then perhaps the ultimate de-stressing pose, making the feet slightly pigeon-toed, so the toes are turning slightly in. The feet are spread nice and wide apart, engaging the outside of the legs, coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. So hands underneath your shoulders, breathe and lift up on the fingertips. Look, palms to the ground. Inhale, lift up for 2. Exhale, lower, hands to ground. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Start to walk the hands so they come parallel to the feet, and then let the crown of the head drop towards the floor as you rock the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Lengthening all the way down your spine, decompressing the joints, encouraging lots of space. Maybe giving your head and neck a gentle shake, nodding yes, no, maybe sometimes. If you want to, from here, you can interlace the hands and let the palms cup the back of the head to get a little bit of extra traction down the cervical spine. Just a more advanced option if you want to give that a go. You have to really engage the leg muscles. Imagine you're drawing the knee sockets up towards the hip bones. And then release. Bring the palms onto the ground in front of you, and we're going to hop the feet in. So bend the knees and hop the feet in. Come down onto the knees, shift them back so they're underneath your hips and separated, hip distance apart, and then walk your hands forward to come to puppy pose, Anahata Asana. So the second you feel the hips coming back, lift them up and forward. Try and drop your heart towards the ground. Maybe bring your chin or your forehead to the earth. This is great for opening up tight upper backs. Most of us suffer from that. Breathing in, breathing out. As you inhale, come up onto your hands. Sweep the right fingers up towards the sky, look up. Exhale, thread the hand underneath the armpit, reach towards the side wall. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, thread the hand through. This time, option to drop the ear to the ground and reach out in front of you with the left arm. Make sure your neck is comfortable here. If it's not, come out of the position. But otherwise, this is a good upper shoulder opener. Breathing in, breathe out. Inhale, slide the hand back towards your face. Press into it to come up. Lift up onto your fingertips. Cat-cow, breathing in to look up, breathing out to round your spine. Inhale, 2. Exhale, pull the navel in. You can rock slightly forwards and backwards if that also feels good for your spine. And then come back down into your palms. As you breathe in, peel the left fingertips up towards the stars. As you breathe out, reach the hand underneath through the armpit. Inhale, lift up and high. Exhale, thread it underneath and through. Bring the ear towards the ground if that's okay for your neck. Slide the right hand forward. Come up on the fingertips. Strengthen the muscles in that top arm. Reaching the arm that's underneath you as far away from as you can. Opening up the sides and back of the shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, slide the hand back in towards you. Press onto your palms. Tuck your toes and come to sit back on your heels. So untuck your little toe if it gets stuck, but also really good to give yourself a little toe stretch now and again. So if you can, you're putting a bit of weight into your heels. Breathe in, take the arms out nice and wide. Breathe out, cross them, right arm under left. See if you can wrap the palms around, or maybe backs of hands come towards each other. Inhale, lift up high. Exhale, curl forward and down. Inhale, lift up to stretch the back of your shoulders. Exhale, release. Interlace the hands behind you, palms meet, arms are straight, throat opens up as you look towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, option to take rabbit pose, coming all the way down lightly onto the very crown of your head, the very top of your head, reaching the fist up towards the ceiling, keeping the hips lifted off the heels. Making sure you don't look around when your neck is in this position, because you don't want to jeopardize your neck muscles. Breathe in to lift all the way up. Release the arms out to the side, breathe out. Inhale, left arm comes under right. Wrap the arms around each other, eagle arms, sweep up high. And as you breathe out, you curl down into the center, pulling in. Inhale, reach fingertips and elbows as much as you can, get that lift. And then release, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. From here, we're going to come to stand. So arms out to the side, rock backwards, lift all the way up. Or come up to stand, however feels good for you. And just have a look at your feet and roll them around a little bit. Circle your hands around your wrists. And then come to a standstill with the hands and the feet, but start to take small circles with the head, the neck on top of the head. Change the direction, make sure it feels comfortable for you. If it feels too much in any one direction, stop. And then last one, inhale, lift up high, interlace the hands around the back of the head. Let the palms find the back of the head, elbows come up wide, and you can start to lean backwards, turning it into a back bend. This should feel really good to open up through the chest. Slowly release, come back to stand. Notice how your posture feels. So when we sit at our desk, we tend to round forward like this. We're looking forward, we're typing, we're very visual creatures. So see if you can pull that back a second. So literally feel yourself pulling back. Bring the shoulder blades in towards each other, activating the rhomboid muscles. Turning your palms to the center, lifting your chin out of the chest, letting the neck grow nice and long, reaching up the crown of the head by pressing into the feet. Back of the skull is pressing into an imaginary wall behind you. So it probably feels a little bit different to how you're usually sitting at your desk. So we're coming out of this and more into this open position. So maybe later today, if you've done this class in the morning and you're going to do some more work, every time you feel the shoulders curling in, just see if you can do that quick posture. Open up, spread the collarbones nice and wide, lift the heart. I hope that helps. Namaste, thank you for watching, and let me know if you'd like me to do any more videos like this.